Welcome to Tucson Unified School District's Community Transition Program's ACT program. Let's give it up for the program. Come on now. Yay! We are a proud Tucson Unified School District program under the Exceptional Education Department. We're glad to be here and to have all of you here today to help us celebrate this year. One of the things I just want to start off with right away is I mentioned earlier that there were public bathrooms. Just please be aware of the bathrooms on the far southeast corner, back around the other side of the building. You're welcome to use those. The other thing I would like to have you know is just as a courtesy to our businesses that are serving food and have tables over here to please respect their business and not sit at their table or their chairs. We should have plenty, and we're going to be going inside in just a few minutes and be able to get out of the heat and enjoy a little bit of food and cool water. All right, you guys, you ready? I got a couple more things, so I want to make sure that we talk about. One is that this couldn't happen without some of our community partners, that this is a very important part of our program, that it doesn't work without our families, and you're all here. So thank you very much for the families that are here. And second, it doesn't happen without the instructional staff and the backing from Tucson Unified School District. So a big thank you to Tucson Unified School District and the staff. Our partners, though, are the ones that really help us through this. Marshall Foundation, we could not have got started without them. They have been with us the entire step of the way. Swaim's Associates, the architectural firm in town, has been a big sponsor. And Ben's Bells, who has been an ongoing partner from day one with us. 4th Avenue Merchants Association, and you will get a chance to hear from them today. Casa de los Niños, Trees Please, TOPS, the YMCA, the Haven, and our next biggest one is University of Arizona, and we just go down the list. University of Arizona's Poetry Center on campus, Historical Museum, the Neuroscience Manduka Bug Lab. One of our best. Friends of Pima County Library. So let's hear it for all of our partners and our families that are here today. I want to thank them very much for doing that. I think it's only appropriate that we start off this school event with a little bit of a patriotic tribute. So at this particular point, I would ask Lena to come on up, Lena Montenegro. She is a peer mentor in our program and has been with us for several years and continues to be a student. And here she is.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Wow. All right, Lena, way to start it off. Excellent. All right, at this particular point, I would like to introduce Mr. Joe Cox. Joe Cox is our Master of Ceremonies today. He is one of our graduates and completers of the program, and he will handle it from here on. So give Mr. Cox a big hand.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Community Transition Program's end of the year graduation ceremony and celebration. My name is Joe Cox, and I'll be your MC this afternoon. We have two very special guest speakers with us this afternoon. Dr. John Petticone, who is the superintendent of the Tucson Unified School District, and Terry Moorhead from the 4th Avenue Merchants Association. We're very thankful that you could all join us today to celebrate the graduation of 6 students, as well as the accomplishments made by all of our other students this year. The students who are graduating will be moving on to adult life with a greater level of independence, self-reliance, and vocational skills. The community transition programs were designed to help students between the ages of 18 to 22 with significant disabilities to achieve these exact goals. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Dr. John Petticone, Superintendent of TUSD.
Well, I love Joe's voice. He makes me feel so important. Thank you, Joe. Well, and also, I think maybe all of you know, Joe is, he is in media, and he has a program called, I believe it's called the Flying Circus Club on Access Tucson. He's really an example of what we have a great deal to be proud of. So I appreciate Joe. Nice job. Nice Joe. Well, and also, I got to tell you, I was an entertainer before I became an educator, and I've done the anthem about 1,000 times, and I don't think I've ever heard it any better than Lena. She did such a good job. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I want to begin by, first of all, congratulating all of the students who are moving forward today. I know we have 7 students, I think, and there are 4 that will be here to be honored. And they represent the finest, honestly, of Tucson Unified School District. As you can imagine, I get to a lot of these events at this time of the year. And everyone that I get to talks about the journey that students engage in to get to the point where they're at, where we're recognizing and honoring them. And as you know, as well as I do, that journey is different and unique for each student. When I think about the students who we're honoring today, that journey is quite frankly beautifully unique and very, very special. And I think the transition program helps to make that happen. There's no question about it. But as Dan said, the transition program couldn't operate without the support, obviously, of families who care deeply about their children. But it doesn't happen without community. And so, you know, the 4th Avenue Merchants Association and the support of all the partners that Dan mentioned makes this program and the success of these students possible as well. So I say thank you to all of you that are a part of this. Congratulations to every student, and also all the parents and family members that are here supporting it. It would not happen without you. And of course, to Joe, who is one heck of an announcer. Joe, back to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Petticone. Now I would like to invite Miss Terry Moorhead from the 4th Avenue Merchants Association. Terry has played an integral role in helping to develop an internship program that includes building maintenance, groundskeeping, landscaping, and clerical skills.
Thanks, Joe. He did such a great job, now I don't have to speak. So excuse me, because I'm old, so I write stuff down, okay? Good morning. As the event coordinator for the 4th Avenue Merchants Association, I have had the pleasure of mentoring the young people in the Exceptional Education Program. For those of you that do not know, the Merchants Association puts on the 4th Avenue Street Fair twice a year and many other events on 4th Avenue. We are also responsible for the streetscape maintenance on the avenue. I have supervised many of the young adults in this program for the past year, and what a joy it has been. They have helped copy, sort, prepare packets for our artists. They also filled drinks and snacks for the mini police substation at our office. They work with our streetscapes team to clean and maintain 4th Avenue from 9th Street to University. These are just a few of the jobs the students have tackled and mastered. Our staff has become very attached to the students, and we have built quite a rapport over the past 2 semesters. I personally have loved getting to know each and every one of them and their personalities and work habits. Teaching them new skills is exciting, and watching them accomplish tasks that they have not been exposed to in the past is a joy to watch. Community partnership is critical in making job opportunities available. The breeze is blowing my paper. Available for the participants in this program. The TUSD Exceptional Education Program is not only a blessing for these students, but also for Tucson businesses. It is a win-win situation. These young adults are learning to take direction and perfect their people skills while interacting in the workplace. Without businesses coming forward and providing training for these students, there would be no program. The businesses benefit from having the extra help in their place of operation and knowing they are opening doors for these students while teaching them lifelong skills and communication and giving them ongoing work experience. I firmly believe that it takes a village to raise a child. With a community partnership that includes the TUSD Exceptional Education Program, Tucson businesses, our young adults and their families, success is sure to ensue. I also cannot say enough about the support staff that supervises and teaches these students on a daily basis. They are absolutely amazing. The staff is patient, kind, and they truly believe in these young people. This program would not be the success that it is without these wonderful teachers. So thank you to the entire staff in the Exceptional Education Program. In a world where life isn't always fair and the job market can be tough, this program is giving these young people the opportunity to broaden their horizons and increase their skills that could make a difference in qualifying for job opportunities in the future. We can lower the bar and make it easy for them to step over, or we can raise the bar and watch them reach new heights. I firmly believe in always raising the bar. When the clock strikes 10 a.m. on the days the students work in our office, I look forward to seeing their smiling faces. Sometimes we exchange tokens of appreciation with each other. I can tell you my office is quickly becoming a shrine to Hello Kitty. I feel blessed to have the opportunity to mentor, teach, and spend quality time with the students. I am like a proud mom when they complete tasks and achieve goals they were hesitant to try in the first place. I am forever changed by the sensitivity, hard work, and love these students bring to my life. I also enjoy watching their interaction with our police officers. We have a walking beat unit and bike officers unit that cover downtown Tucson and 4th Avenue. The students have come to enjoy their conversations and bantering with the police. It really is fun to witness. Building relationships is another key part of the community partnership concept. So for those of you graduating today, the sky is the limit. Believe in yourselves and anything is possible. Work hard, raise the bar, and show the world what you are made of. Congratulations to each and every one of you for your accomplishments and with your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Before we move on to our graduation ceremony, I'd like to introduce all of the students and staff that are here today. Dan Perino is the transition coordinator for TUSD's community transition programs. Maggie Gedaboo, Nate Ritchie, and Susie Smith are our cooperating teachers in the program. Our paraeducators are MC Beck, Sean Cochran, Libby Kuhn, Tori Craddock, Gail Llewellyn, Lena Montenegro, Bree Romano, Sarah Stafford, Shayna Starr, and Brittany Willick. And now I would like to introduce all of our students. Cesar Acosta.
Yeah, Nate gets to introduce you.
So this is Caesar. I've had the pleasure of working with Caesar for 3 years now, and I've really grown to enjoy it. Caesar really enjoys landscaping, and I think you're kind of the king of the crew at Trees Please whenever you go there and take care of all the landscaping and planting and all that stuff. So Caesar, I'm going to hand the mic over to you.
My name is Caesar. I'm 22 years old. I'm learning how to landscaping, graduating, gardening. I'm knowing how to plant and carrot and onions and broccoli and carrots. I have learned chickens and goats, turkeys. I shred wood on office and papers. Yeah. I know how to ride the Sunshine Bus. Next year I'll be going to a new program, landscaping crew. I would like to thank Sarah and Susie and Zach.
Caesar, thank you very much. Wait just here for a second, and let's give him and family would like to take a photo. This is your... Our next graduate, I should say, needs no introduction because he's already up here and in front of us. So Joe, step front and center. Come on out. Come on out.
So you guys have all had a chance to meet Joe and learn about some of his varied interests. When I first met Joe, the question he asked me repeatedly was, "Nate, are you a hipster?" Did we figure it out, Joe? Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, he thinks yes. Okay, so but Joe knows. Joe has an incredible amount of interests, and another cool little tidbit about Joe that I found out. We were reading an article in the Arizona Daily Star, and he said, "Nate, wait a minute! I don't want to read that online. I want to go home and read the newspaper." And so we started talking about it, and I come to find out every single day, cover to cover, Joe reads not only the Arizona Daily Star, but the New York Times front to back. I thought that was pretty cool. Joe, I'm going to hand it over to you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nate. And thank you, Dan. Ladies and gentlemen, I have learned many valuable things these past 4 years at CTP, including how to ride the city bus, which I now do every single day to get to and from the program in my classes at the U of A. I have also learned how to buy my own lunch and manage my own money. I've learned how to work in a group at the U of A. I was given the opportunity to be a student at the University of Arizona and use resources like the Disability Resource Center to advocate for myself. I feel confident that I've gained the skills I need to exit the program and move into adult life and complete my education at the U of A. Thank you.
Pose for the camera. There we go. Mr. Joe Cox. All right, our next graduate, Mr. CJ Eisenhut. Come on up, CJ.
CJ, you've been a student of mine for 3 years. He tries almost every site. I think he's the one student that has perfect attendance. One of his favorite sites is over at Lurk, something that's very structured and consistent. CJ can do without any help. So, CJ, you want to read?
I am named CJ. I am 20 years old. I am a graduation from the combination translation program and star and desert horses. And again, hands down. Have learned and ride a sun trend bus alligator. Well, I volunteer. Trees, please, KUT, Casa, Haven, Look, Stereo, Spence, Bells. The end.
CJ Eisenhood. Come, CJ, and hold this for a picture. Face the audience. There he is, CJ. Our next graduate and completer of the program, Miss Abby Love.
Come on up, Abby. I've gotten to know Abby really well over the past year. We volunteered a lot together at the neuroscience department at the University of Arizona. I think Abby's going to talk a little bit about that. Abby really likes some really great 80s songs, some 80s tunes. And she will kick just about anybody's butt at Boggle. Abby, congratulations. I'll hand it over to you.
Hi, my name is Abigail Love. I'm 22 years old. My home high school is Tucson High Magnet School. These are specific skills I've learned in this program. I've maintained and fed an insect colony in neuroscience department at the University of Arizona. I've sorted clothes at Casa de los Niños, and I've painted tiles and participated in community mosaics. After I graduate, I will attend a new program. It's called Southern Arizona Family Services Incorporated. I'd like to thank Nate for his support. I'd also like to thank Susie and Maggie. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. Thank you.
Okay, I do want to note something. Dr. Petticone said that we had 7 graduates, which we do, program completers this year. Well, 2 of them that are not here, and the reason they're not here is that they're working today. So when asked about whether they were coming to the graduation ceremony, they just quietly said, well, no, I'm working that day. Why would I not work and come to graduation? So we want to respect them for their choices in deciding that they'd much rather earn a paycheck than be here today. So we want to congratulate Giovanna Martin for that, Michael Vasquez, and our other graduate is Frankie Ochoa.
Thank you, Dan. And now I'd like to introduce all of the students. Once again, Cesar Acosta. Myself, Joe Cox. CJ Eisenhuth. Abby Love. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a round of applause for the graduating class of CTP 2013. And now for the recognition of peer educators. May I please ask you to come on the stage when your name is called? Sean Cochran. Tori Krennick. Gail Llewellyn. Lena Montenegro. Bria Romano. Sarah Stafford. Shayna Starr. And Brittany Willick. Oh, and Libby Kuhn. And now I'd like to turn the microphone over to Susie Smith.
We just have an absolutely amazing crew and staff that work for us every day. First, Gail Llewellyn. She's been with the school district over 30 years and came back. She's worked in our program for 6 years, and I don't know what we'd do without her, so we really appreciate you, Gail. Kayla's not here, and I'm going to kind of put Brittany and Kayla in the same boat. They both worked with us for 3 years. Brittany's right here. When they first came to our program, they were in the bachelor's, to get their bachelor's degree, one in English and one in psychology. They finished that and decided both not to go into their fields, but to go into special ed after working for us. Not only did I have the privilege of going to their bachelor's and master's graduation, but Brittany and Kayla just got their first jobs last week. Libby, I think we should just keep you on staff forever. She's been in our program 5 years, on and off, but always comes back when we need her. So, Libby, thank you for your service. Sarah Stafford, you've been with us for 5 years. She's earning a degree, a bachelor's degree in nursing, and I don't know if I've met anybody that is more compassionate and just loves their job as much as Sarah. Bree just received her bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Arizona last week. She's been with us for 2 years, and the students request to work with Bree, so they love her. Sean Cochran, he's been with us for 2 years now. We like to call him the artist in residence. If there's anything we need to create, draw, or anything, he's the man to go to. Thank you, Sean. Lena, she's been with us for 2 years. I think volunteering in the beginning until we got her job with us. She just graduated also with a degree in special ed and cross-categorical and will be moving to San Francisco. We will miss you. Tori Craddock, you've been with us 1 year, and she's pursuing a master's degree next year in speech and hearing. And again, this is another staff that everybody wants to work with because she is so kind. Shayna Starr worked with us for the very beginning of the school year. I know she'll be coming back someday. We all hope she does. She's worked for the program on and off for 4 years. And last year, she was one of the major players in getting the Ben Spells mosaics in the high schools and preparing for everything. One of the hardest workers I know, Shayna Starr. And I know this is not on the agenda, Mr. Perino, but I just wanted to say thanks to my co-teacher, Maggie Getaboo. One of the hardest working women I know, not only at school, but in her personal life also. Maggie actually developed the collaboration with Ben Spells. She maintains the relationship with Ben Spells, Marshall Foundation, all the parents, all the students. I just love you to pieces. Nate Ritchie. I actually knew Nate when he first came to the district over 5 years ago. He was a teaching assistant in the classroom that I was working in. Since then, I've seen him get his master's degree in special ed, then become my co-teacher. And I like to say Nate's my go-to guy. He's my techie. If I have any trouble with my IEPs, he's there. We need coffees in the morning or breakfast burritos. He's just my partner in crime, so I thank you, Nate Ritchie. And that's all. Thank you.
All right, another round of applause for these peer mentors because we can't do it without them. Thank each and every one of you.
And now I'd like to hand it over to Maggie for the closing.
Okay, so I never prepare anything for this sort of occasion because if I do, I'll be way too nervous and mess it up. But there are some really important people here today, besides all the students and staff that we have just recognized, who need a huge thank you. Not all of you know our story, so I'm going to try to give it to you really quickly about how we are here. So in 2009, our students came up with a service learning project and wanting to keep in mind the power of kindness. And so the benches that are here in the courtyard were made by many, many hands. Over 700 tiles were dedicated to people who inspired kindness. And our students then installed those tiles on these beautiful benches and panels. And we did it here in a space behind us that is currently being gutted. We did it in a space with the help of Marshall Foundation. There was no electricity, there was no water, but it was a space because those benches are 600 pounds, so they allowed us to stay here on site in order to install them. After that, we decided to go out on a whim and propose that Marshall Foundation allow us to keep that space, given that we could find somebody that would build it out at no cost. So Jane McCullum with the Marshall Foundation, who has been an amazing support to us, agreed to do that. And with the help of Mike Colbert, and we just met him as somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody, and just because he was such a kind and generous man who really valued what we were doing and believed in it, he went out and he got the build out for us done. So we spent 3 amazing years in the building behind us, and as our lease came to an end this year, and a large establishment was moving into the building behind us, Jane explained that we would need to be moved. At first, Dan's and my jaws dropped. Weren't sure what that meant because being here in Main Gate Square means we're in the most age-appropriate environment our students could possibly be in, and it was a dream come true to be here. So when she said, we'd like to continue to support you in your collaboration with Ben Spells and move you into the courtyard, we absolutely could not refuse the most amazing gift given to us ever. So I'd like to invite you guys today to come back and see our new building. It's from the early 1900s, 1906? 1919. Gorgeous building, and then once again, Mike Colbert came in and was able to design out a studio that would meet our students' needs, and it is fantastic, and we every day are so thankful for our partnership with Marshall Foundation, so thankful for you, Jane, and Russ and Robin and Jose and Nadine and Mark, and you guys are incredible. Russ, I mean, we couldn't have done the benches without you. You got the golf cart to help us move them, so they wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, and bringing lights in for us every day and water and everything. And you continue to take care of us and continue to take care of our students. And it means more than we would ever really be able to express. So we're so thankful once again to you guys for everything. I'd like to present you Jane. Okay, and I'd like to ask Russ if you could come up here and accept something on behalf of Marshall Foundation. Don't mean to put you on the spot there, Russ, but.
The Marshall Foundation's mission is to support education in youth, and so it was an easy collaboration to work with this wonderful program of TUSDs. We've enjoyed working with Maggie and all of her students. I can't believe Joe today versus Joe when I first met him. But for those of you who don't know, we get all of our money that we give away every year, which is about $1.2 million. It's 5% of the fair market value of our assets. Comes from the management of our real estate, which is located between Park and Euclid on University Boulevard and between University and 2nd on Park. And it's purely through that. We take no outside donations. And we just want you to know that because they've also been supported by the main gate merchants who help to provide everything that happens here and helps us to fulfill our mission, which is to help with education, literacy, and youth in Pima County only. That's where we spend our money. We've been in business since 1930. We're a local company. We have local merchants, and all our money stays local. So when you want to talk about a local story, I am so proud to work for the Marshall Foundation, and it's exciting to have the 4th Avenue merchants represented here today. They are our partner, and we're going to be better partners when the streetcar connects us and we can work more easily together. And so I'm looking forward to continued collaborations with this kind of organization as well as another organization that gives back to the community. Thank you.
We also have something for Terry and Dr. Petticone. And I don't know if Mike Colbert is here yet, but if he is, it would be great if you guys could also come up on the stage. Dr. Petticone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So much food, guys. Yes. Oh yeah, we still live in the